Sir, that's close enough. Do not approach the checkpoint.
What's going on? Why am I the one being questioned? I just escaped from a raid on Tarsus.
Let the WTO handle this disturbance. Just answer my questions. Who do you work for? All non-Enclave workers must leave the area until security can be restored.
That's one of them.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Okay, you can pass, but you're instructed to report immediately to Chief Morgan at the WTO air terminal.
Is something wrong?
Just move along so we can seal off the area.
You'll be safe in the WTO Enclave. Whatever you do, don't go down the inclinator into Lower Seattle. The Order terrorists are strong there.
Are you sure you've got the right person?
I just spot faces. They didn't tell me what you did.
I'm sure Chief Morgan knows what she's doing.
What do you mean? I didn't do anything.
Tell it to the Chief.
Yeah, tell it to the Chief.
I said, tell it to the Chief.
The train station's around the bend. Just follow the upper sidewalk.
Past the checkpoint. Good. Now forget everything those troopers just said. I trust the WTO about as much as I now trust Tarsus. If you need further proof of the program's duplicity, you should stop by Nasif's apartment. I got the address when I broke into her office. Apartment 2224, Emerald Suites. I'm transmitting a map of the complex to you now.
Get out of Upper Seattle while you can. The WTO could decide to arrest you at any moment. You can reach the lower districts via the inclinator at the northwest corner of the Enclave.
Citizens, we have been accused of over-engineering our economy. Well, this is the legacy we inherited from J.C. Denton. J.C. Denton, the solitary criminal mind that precipitated the Great Collapse and showed us just how fragile the old system was. But how, you ask? Just a rumor, you say? No. My investigators have uncovered proof underground at Area 51 that he was not working for the United Nations, and in fact that there never was a global terror network. He acted alone. Even the recent Chicago disaster pales in comparison to his crimes. Trust the WTO's cautious policies. They protect civilization from madness itself.
I don't think I know you.
Every day, I hear more rumors in the media. Order fanatics want to destroy the Enclave system. Terrorists. So planning attacks in the night. The Order and WTO are locked in an endless, invisible war. Not so, citizens. Her Holiness and I are meeting this week in Trier, Germany, to negotiate better relations.
I guess business is a little slow because of the terrorist attack down the block.
Could be. Clive here was just telling me about it. Tarsus Academy, right? Usually the Order goes after the Inclinator.
Business is always about the same, since you asked. That's what I was saying. You can barely make a profit up here because of the high rent.
Yeah, I wouldn't have to pull so much volume if I had a branch in Lower Seattle. What's it to you?
Just curious. The Pequod's in my hometown was always packed.
Personally, I think it's about time Lower Seattle, Queequeg's Coffee in particular, got their own taste of terror.
I hear you. Have something specific in mind?
Not that I'd want to see anyone get hurt, but I'd pay to see someone break in and set fire to their inventory of coffee beans.
Nice.
That's arson.
Very perceptive. If you look like one of those Tarsus kids who hang around here, they do the job, maybe just lob a grenade in there or something. Interested in a little adventure?
I'd have to think about it.
The Queequeg's manager lives in apartment 21 of the Herring's Loft building. I bet you could find the code to the shop there. Careful, though. He's always loafing around at home, since he doesn't have to do the 24-hour shtick like us. My business plan didn't have a column for acts of terror. Kinda messes with the Pequodino price point.
That bad?
I charge almost double compared to Queequeg's Coffee in Lower Seattle. Why? Terrorism, taxes, rent.
Rent. I hear you. The WTO shouldn't ration construction permits.
You're telling me. I know a guy who works at Symmetria. He says nanoformers could rebuild all of Seattle in about 5 years.
It's a shame.
To hell with an economic shock. People want the new cities and they want them now. If you're half the operative Leo is, you'll go for it.
Just checking up on my investment.
Seek a higher path. Seek order. Join us for worship at the Hartford Turbine Factory.
Trying to brainwash more mercenaries?
How do you mean?
I'm talking about the attack on Tarsus. Is that what you do when people won't listen to your sermons? You murder them?
Brother Lamar spoke to me when he entered the Enclave. He and his seekers are sworn followers of Her Holiness. They would raise their hands in battle only if provoked.
You could be telling the truth. Who knows? Tell me more about your faith.
I used to live here and believe everything Dumier said until I realized that enclaves do the real brainwashing, convincing people it's a free market where everyone can succeed if they work hard enough, when in fact it's all controlled to keep the wealth in the hands of a select few. I'm trying to wake them up. Once I was like you, mindlessly consuming, but you've always felt something was missing. Join the Order and let Her Holiness help you find it. Your life is out of balance, too focused on objects and acquisition. Shed the fear and greed that drives you. Reconnect with the inner order that you have denied for so long. Her Holiness is waiting for you. She will help you in the search.
Greetings.
This is WTO Security Chief Donna Morgan. You were told to report to the air terminal. Very well, but do us a favor. The Minister of Culture lives in the penthouse here. We believe he is smuggling equipment and violating WTO import-export regulations. Search his apartment for a vault containing contraband.
You must be a new tenant. I don't recognize you.
You must know all the ins and outs of this building.
Heck yeah. I've got the keys and codes for every door in this place. They all dismiss me as Lower Seattle trash. But I see more than they would like. Someday it's going to pay off.
You watch these people in their homes?
No, that's going too far. I just poke around when they're not home. There's a master code for all the apartment doors. For the penthouse, though, you need the key to the back door since the elevator's out again. Since my salary is a joke, both are for sale, if you're interested.
I'd like to get into the penthouse, but I don't have enough credits.
Too bad. Stop back when your cash flow's better.
Hi!
Greetings.
What do you need?
Just visiting Upper Seattle.
Heh, so many people come to Upper Seattle with high hopes. When I got my work pass, I thought that this job was just the first step to becoming an Enclave citizen. That was 8 years ago. They pay me too little to ever get out of this job. What do you need?
What is this place?
This is the Emerald Suites, friend. Home to Upper Seattle's elite. The culture minister himself leases the penthouse. There's a research scientist in 2224. She's hardly ever home. And a high-end lawyer in 2226.
Good work. We found Dr. Nasif's place. Now see what you can learn.
This is Layla Nasif. Sorry I'm out of the country right now. I'll be in touch next time I'm in town. Bye.
You made it in. Now start searching her apartment. Maybe there's a data cube or something.
What's this all about?
I wanted you to see more evidence that the program is corrupt. We weren't their proteges, just their guinea pigs. That's why I joined the Order.
So you're serious? Leaving all your work at Tarsus behind so you can join this church? How do you know we can trust them? They attacked the apartments and put us in danger.
I've been talking with their High Augur, Lin Mei Chen. There was some miscommunication about the raid, but the main objectives were still accomplished. They showed us what was really going on behind the scenes and freed us. I'm grateful, and you should be too.
Grateful? Miscommunication? They were shooting at us.
We're not exactly sure what went wrong, but there are some radical cells within the Order that want to take more extreme measures. They certainly don't represent the Order as a whole.
We've been with the program since we were 13 years old. Why are you so quick to abandon that? What can the Order offer you?
They really want us to find true balance and order in our lives, which can only be possible when we're not being subjected to secret experiments.
Tarsus gave us a lot. Maybe we owe them a chance to explain.
Don't be naive. Search Nasif's apartment. Then go to the Order headquarters in the old Hartford Turbine warehouse in Lower Seattle. It will all become clear to you.
Likely organic.
Sounds like it's from Mark Finley, Seattle's Minister of Culture. Now, why would he be talking to Nasif about hiding a shipment? Is Tarsus involved in some sort of smuggling operation?
Hey.
Likely intrusion. Engaging. Successful.
How's it going? Hey.
Seek a higher path. Seek order. Join us for worship at the Hartford Turbine Factory in Lower Seattle. All are welcome.
Welcome to Club Cox. We've got the latest NG residence sim, the best music, and even a VIP club for your more private exchanges. You can pay the cover for the main club here.
What's so great about this club anyway?
Besides the usual offerings, we've got the latest NG sim on the second floor. The owner usually hangs out up there where he can watch everything. If you need more privacy than the ground floor can offer, you might ask him about the VIP club. The stairs are on the right just after you enter.
Thanks.
Welcome to Club Cox. We've got the latest NG residence sim, the best music.
No thanks.
Welcome to Club Cox. We've got the latest NG residence sim, the best music, and even a VIP club for your more private exchanges. You can pay the cover for the main club here.
No thanks.
Never have dropped out of the SSC.
Welcome to Club Cox. We've got the latest and
Here you go.
have fun.
Great place to meet chicks, huh? I'm just a bouncer.
Hi there.
Evening.
Quite an uninhibited young fellow, aren't you?
What do you mean?
I saw you looking at me from across the room, and then you walked right over. How nice. Ever since I became the Enclave's Minister of Culture, most people treat me with a certain chilly deference.
I'm new to Seattle. I didn't know who you were.
Oh, well that explains it then. I have a couple of drinks here every night, and every night I go home to an empty penthouse.
Well, I'm sorry, but if you're looking for someone to,
Hush, hush. Let an old man have his pleasant thoughts. Would you do me a favor?
What's that?
Tell that gentleman at the table over there that I'd like to invite him to my penthouse to discuss his sculptures over a glass of sherry.
Why don't you tell him yourself?
I don't know. I just freeze up whenever I try to mix business and pleasure.
Hi there.
Well, hello again.
Just wanted to let you know that the man at the bar, Seattle's Minister of Culture, would like to invite you to his penthouse to talk about your sculptures.
Oh, I know quite well who the minister is, and how he likes to do business. I've been trying to catch his eye. Tell him I'll meet him at his penthouse in about an hour.
No problem.
Are you his new chamber boy?
Not exactly.
Too bad.
What is the little sprout's answer?
He said he'd meet you at your penthouse in an hour. He seemed disappointed that I'm not your new chamber boy.
Would you like to be?
Very funny. You know you don't seem very shy to me.
I'm serious. I could give you the key to my back stairwell. You could have drinks and hors d'oeuvres ready before we arrive.
I would love to be your chamber boy.
How precious. Why couldn't you waltz into my life sooner?
You sure you don't want to be alone with the sculptor?
Trust me, 3 is never a crowd. Now chop chop, here's the key to the back stairwell of my penthouse. Stay in the kitchen till I arrive, or the bot will take offense. I live at the Emerald Suites. You can get to the hotel's lobby from the upper sidewalk.
Got fired again. Time to start drinking.
Welcome to Club Cox. Hold on there.
How's it going?
Hey there.
Hey there. I haven't seen you around here before.
Everything satisfactory, young man? I am the owner.
Just taking a look around.
Pardon the intrusion, but you look modified, am I right? My cousin used to run a clinic.
What do you want to know?
Just a small security matter. I've had trouble finding reliable protection. You see, one of my VIP club members is being framed by a lawyer living in the Emerald Suites.
What's the lawyer say the club member did?
The charges are pure fabrications. It doesn't matter. The lawyer is one Kevin O'Rourke. He lives in Suite 2226. To be blunt, I want him dead.
You're asking me to murder an Enclave citizen?
Tell his bodyguard that you're handling the SMG shipment for an arms smuggler named David Kurzek. That'll get you inside the apartment. Do this, and I will pay you a handsome reward, plus a VIP membership. Repeat anything I just said, however, and you will join Mr. O'Rourke in a long trip to Lower Seattle from the Space Needle Overlook. Thank you for choosing Club Cox. I will keep my word.
Hi, Bill Green, Club Cox Security Manager.
Hi, I'm NG Resonance. What would you like to talk about?
I'm Bud Puckett. Remember me?
Bud, it's been 3 days. How was your date?
I don't know.
Come on, Bud. Fill me in. Did you hit it off?
Not really. That so-called dating service ripped me off.
Tell me about the young woman.
Well, first of all, she wasn't young. Hey, NG, I have a question.
Yes?
I know you're just software. Probably have holocoms all over the world.
We'll have more fun if you pretend I'm NG.
But I was wondering, does the real NG ever see these conversations, like watch recordings or anything?
Sure. NG loves hearing from her fans.
Yeah?
Yes, I love my fans.
Hi, NG. I hope you're listening. I'd like to meet you for real sometime.
Of course I'm listening. Don't be silly.
I'm Bud Puckett. I live in Upper Seattle. Call me sometime. Maybe next time you're in town, okay? She's all yours.
Hi, I'm NG Resonance. What would you like to talk about?
You must know everybody in the club.
Let's talk about you.
Tell me about Bud Puckett.
I like Bud. He's one of my biggest fans.
Lots of bouncers in here. Are they really necessary?
Every society has rules.
But armed guards at a nightclub?
No business can prosper without protection against crime.
Great, isn't she?
Hi, I'm NG Resonance.
Know anything about the WTO guards at the bar?
The defense of commercial districts has been the key to economic recovery since the collapse.
I guess you're not a disciple of the Order.
I love nature as much as Her Holiness, but nature builds and creates. Perhaps the Order is sincere, but they have a public relations battle to win. Hi, I'm NG Resonance. What would you like to talk about?
What about the VIP area? What goes on back there?
WTO security would like to know the same thing. They lack evidence for a search warrant.
You know an awful lot about police business.
Like you said, I talk to everyone. If you learn what goes on there, please inform me. Hi, I'm NG Resonance. What would you like to talk about?
I'm Bud Puckett. Remember me?
The chances of you finding a bug in a globally distributed AI construct are 10 billion to 1. Hi,
I like your music.
I think you're lying.
Hey, I'm a fan. You're not supposed to argue with me.
I'm supposed to make you like me. You like it when I argue. Do tell me if you learn anything about the VIP area.
I wish the real NG would come to North America again.
We don't want to be seen talking together any more than is necessary.
Got fired again. Time to start drinking.
The stairwell will take you straight to the kitchen. You'll find everything you need there.
He's been watching me for almost a week. I'm glad he finally took the bait.
As survivors flee the remains of the city, they wonder how or why this disaster could have happened. The damage was not caused by any sort of explosive or missile, but rather by an agent that seems to have dissolved the very substance of the buildings. We still do not know who
Time again for a dark bullet!
The guards are just SSC grunts. They have pretty jumpy fingers where strangers are concerned.
Hello.
One question, Chief. Chicago. Who programmed the nanite detonator? Why didn't we know about it? What is the WTO going to do about it?
Clearly, anyone capable of planning such an operation.
I think this is a humanitarian crisis, but also a political crisis. WTO enclaves have thrived because the WTO offers oases of stability in an unsafe world. Will this no longer be a truism post-Chicago?
I think it will, because...
This is what I think the WTO should do. Hang keep-out signs at every checkpoint and replace those SSC flunkies with WTO military.
The failure in this case of the aerostat perimeter doesn't...
Thank you, Chief Morgan. This has been another Todd Bullet!
As survivors flee the remains of the city, they wonder how or why this disaster could have happened. The damage was not caused by any sort of explosive or missile, but rather by an agent that seems to have dissolved the very substance of the buildings. We still do not know who is responsible, but the totality of the destruction leads many to wonder whether this may signal the beginning of yet another collapse.
What's an Omar doing in the heart of Upper Seattle?
Without an Omar presence in WTO enclaves, the black market cannot operate internationally. Shall we conduct business?
Sure.
You will appreciate our merchandise. You may purchase now, or earn a discount by providing a service to the Omar.
Go on.
This service will be a theft. In the basement of this establishment, the manager has hidden a cadaver, an unusual mutant he wishes to sell to a biotech firm. We are interested in the properties of the mutant's tissues, which are highly resistant to radiation and extreme temperature.
You want me to steal a carcass from a nightclub?
A tissue scan, please. The biological properties could be used to improve Omar adaptability. Or would you prefer to make a purchase now?
What are you selling?
I have a ballistic silencer, appropriate for any caliber barrel. Also, a black market biomod canister, enables non-piezo chem functionality. I also have an SMG machine gun. As a regular customer, you must pay full price for each.
Maybe later.
Very well.
Hi, I'm NG Resonance. What would you like to talk about?
I checked out the VIP area. No big deal. Just a bunch of suits.
Thank you. The authorities will be informed.
Do I get a reward?
Rewards can be granted only for information related to a crime. I like talking to my fans. Come back when you have something else to discuss.
Great place to read chicks, huh?
Seek a higher path. Seek order. Join us for worship at the Hartford Turbine Factory in Lower Seattle. All are welcome.
Keep moving.
New fare, 5 times the old one.
5 times? That's quite an increase.
Uh-huh.
Don't WTO policies discourage price fluctuations?
Huh?
You know, the zoning rules, licensing procedures, the constant monitoring of markets. A 5-fold price hike is pretty unusual.
Well, I'm not too political.
You trying to make a quick buck or something?
No, man. Lay off that script. I'm just selling passes.
Take it easy.
Uh-huh.
Once I was like you, mindlessly consuming. You've always felt something was missing. Join the order and let the holiness is out of balance, too focused on objects and acquisition. Shed the fear and greed that drives you. Reconnect with the inner world that you have denied for so long. Is waiting for you. She will help you in this search.
Hey, you, come here.
What for?
You live here? It's my first time topside. What's a good place to go shopping?
Easy, Red. Mr. P said to lay low.
You deaf? I said I want to get me a fly leather outfit like the one you're wearing.
Come on, man, back off. Why every time we do a job, you gotta skits and get us all fired?
P said stand here. I'm standing here, and now I want to go shopping. Only thing is I can't afford the Phoebesville markup. That's where you come in.
You picked the wrong person to mug, punk.
Punk?
Hear that? You call Red a punk.
Maybe your grandpappy was a punk, but I bet you never fought a low-down, low-town scab like me.
What's the matter? Never learned to talk street?
I don't take it back, if that's what you mean.
Well, it's take it back or take back, Phoebe. Red ain't fooling. He's more scabland than a greasel pit fighter.
Would y'all just shut up and script some backup? I'm going in.
Hey! Hang back. This is my show.
Citizens, we have been accused of over-engineering our economy. Well, this is the legacy we inherited from J.C. Denton. J.C. Denton, the solitary criminal mind that precipitated the Great Collapse and showed us just how much the system was. Just a rumor, you said? No. My investigators have uncovered proof underground at Area 51 that he was not working for the United Nations, and in fact that there never was a global terror network. He acted alone. Even the recent Chicago disaster fails in comparison.
New file opened. Your actions will be recorded.
Let me splatter this scab. Hey, you, come here.
What?
You live easy. You people.
No problem. Just let me run to the ATM first.
Do I look stupid?
Just let him go, Red. Pick a fight up here, you're on your own, man. I got us this job and I plan to collect.
All right. You get one chance. But next time you're making a donation, I want to get my sick mama a present. I'll be waiting. You're starting to push your luck. Ah! Ah!
Bet you'll be surprised I got a job in law enforcement. Just 1 minute.
Hey,
Too dangerous.
what's the idea?
Make a lot of noise for someone who wants to hide.
Gone. Wonder if I should report this.
Hi.
Greetings.
Hi.
I think something's going on. Here we go.
I guess.
Gonna put a stop to this. Here we go. I guess. I think something's going on.
Jeez, somebody knocked him out.
Hey.
Greetings.
Should never have dropped out of the SSC.
The authority here.
Wish everyone would just get off my back.
great place, huh?
The transgenic tissue scan you recovered from the basement is already producing improvements in Omar's survivability.
Glad I can help.
Omar adaptations will soon encompass every climate and biohazard on Earth, and many more environments that may exist elsewhere. You have earned preferred customer status, a 50% reduction in prices.
That's very generous. What's the Omar's objective? Space exploration? What was that thing in the basement?
The Omar are an application of anagenetic evolution to rapid environmental change. In solving the problem of survival on a planet disrupted by wars and self-replicating hazards, we have solved other problems. The specimen you examined was a similar attempt to solve these problems.
Who made it?
A failed corporation named VersaLife. The Omar have learned much from the VersaLife laboratories abandoned after the collapse. Shall we conduct business?
That's my only reward? A discount?
Very well. In addition, you will be given one black market biomod canister.
Thanks. Maybe later.
Very well.
You better not have shoved me on purpose.
Seek a higher power. Seek order. Join us for worship at the Untitled Turbine Factory in North Sea. Once I was like you, mindlessly consuming. I always felt something was missing. Join the Order and let Her Holiness help you find it.
Citizens, we have been accused of over-engineering our economy. Well, this is the legacy we inherited from J.C. Denton. J.C. Denton. Solitary criminal mind.
That'd be probably silly.
The old system was. But how, you ask? Just a rumor, you say? No, My investigators have uncovered proof underground at Area 51 that he was not working for the United Nations, and in fact that there never was a global terror network. He acted alone. Even the recent Chicago disaster failed him.
Hey, you, come here.
What for?
You live here? It's my first time topside. What's a good place to go shopping?
Easy, Red. Mr. P said to lay low.
You deaf? I said I want to get me a fly leather outfit like the one you're wearing.
Come on, man, back off. Why every time we do a job you gotta skits and get us all fired?
P said stand here. I'm standing here, and now I want to go shopping. Only thing is I can't afford the Phoebesville markup. That's where you come in.
You picked the wrong person to mug, punk.
Punk?
Hear that? He called Red a punk.
Maybe your grandpappy was a punk, but I bet you never fought a low-down, low-town scab like me.
What's the matter? Never learned to talk street?
I don't take it back, if that's what you mean.
Well, it's take it back or take back, Phoebe. Red ain't fooling. He's more scabland than a greasel pit fighter.
Would y'all just shut up and script some backup? I'm going in. So, that's how it's... Piece of me!
This ain't over yet.
Time.
Section 104, evading the You're in for it now. One less beggar lurking around the walls of cities.
Foul play.
Threat probability high.
This has got to stop.
I said, tell it to the chief.
Better not come through here again.
You're just making this worse on yourself. Her Holiness is waiting for you. She will help you in this search. You have been conditioned by this society. You suffer from Vasana. You were too attached to the superficial and the material. Turn away from this false sense of self-imitation to know your true self. Order be praised.